Hi students, welcome back to today's class. Now we are going to see one new chapter, that is chapter 15, that is cyber safety. Okay, so under this chapter we are going to discuss the following topics, that is first one introduction, second one what is cyber safety, third one safely browsing the web, and fourth one identity protection using while using internet, and then confidentiality of information, and then cybercrime, then computer forensics, cyber law and IT Act, common social networking sites, and then appropriate usage of social networks. So now we are going to see the first few topics, that is up to confidentiality information we can see. Okay. So let us move on to introduction part. So today's age cannot be even thought of without internet, even in dreams also, because without internet nobody is living nowadays. Okay, so everyone is having phone with internet connection, WhatsApp, mainly WhatsApp. So without internet, no, we cannot thought. Okay, even thought of without internet, even in dreams also. So although internet has made many things easier, but at the same time it has presented or posed many security risks too. Okay, if it is not used in a proper way, if we are not using the internet in a proper way, we may expose to security risks. Okay, mainly our devices, through help of our electronic devices, we may invite the security risks. Okay, so thus it is important to know about the possible threats and challenges and risks of working on the internet to ensure personal safety and information security. So if you want to ensure your personal safety also, and also your information, that is your personal information and all, want to be in a secured condition, you need to know about what kind of threats you are having and challenges you are having while using on the internet, while working on the internet, and risks also. Okay, so this chapter is going to deal with the same thing, same topics only. That is, it talks about possible risks and threats on internet and the safety measures to avoid them. So what are all safety measures we have to avoid those kind of risks and threats, we will see in this chapter. Okay, and now we are going to see about what is meant by cyber safety. So we are going through the lesson, that is cyber safety. So what is meant by cyber safety? It refers to the safe and responsible use of internet. Okay, responsibly we need to use the internet and safely we need to use the internet. So refers to safe and responsible use of internet, so as to ensure safety and security of our personal information and not posing or presenting any threat to anyone else information. So others information we should not give threats also. Okay, so we should not present any kind of threat to others information, anyone else information. So we should safely and responsibly we need to use the internet, and also we need to ensure that what safety and security of personal information and not posing or presenting threats to anyone's else information. Okay, so it involves gaining knowledge about possible threats to personal safety and also security risks for the information, along with the measures to prevent and counter them. Okay, so cyber safety, it involving what we can gain the knowledge about the what kind of threats we have for the personal safety, and also security risks, what and all security risks are there for the information what we are having in our computer or in the mobile phone or in social media. Okay, so along with measures means what kind of preventive techniques or methods we can use in order to face that. Okay, so that is only known as cyber safety. Now safely browsing the web. So these days working on the web, that is website, okay, has become inevitable, unavoidable. Okay, we cannot avoid it. We need to compulsorily use for searching any kind of information, no. So while studying, we will have a lot of doubts, so surely we will refer to the websites. Okay, so how we can safely browse the web? Okay, so these days working on the web has become inevitable, that is unavoidable, and thus it is very important to know the threats it offers in many ways. So how this web is, our website is offering threats in a different ways, that also we will see here. Safe browsing on web needs you to know many things like, so safe browsing means what on the web, what are the possible dangers we have on the website, that we should know first, and then how to avoid these, and then how to virtually conduct yourself while browsing the web, because you may not known to the other person or websites, no, your face or your which kind of persons, all those details will not be shown visibly, okay, physically, okay, but virtually your information can be leaked, okay. So how to virtually conduct yourself while browsing the web? So for all these questions we need to get the answer, okay. So identity protection while using the internet, okay. So when we are using internet, how we can protect ourselves? Identity means our username, password, our personal details, like all those things, how we can protect it, okay, when we are using the internet. We surf the internet, that is, we browse the internet for a variety of reasons, from using social media, buying and selling goods, and to send the information. For these kind of reasons, we will be using the internet, we will be surfing the internet. When we give out private data to businesses and other internet users, such as while filling up some forms or making payments online, so during these times uh, uh, we may get the chance to give our personal information, like our home addresses and all we need to give for when we are buying and selling goods in some shopping websites, okay. So when you are doing all these kind of websites accessing, no, so we need to trust them to use that information for legitimate purposes, okay. We are believing them that they will be using it for good purposes only, okay. So this is not always the case, though, and financial and personal data can be used for harmful reasons like hacking and stalking and identity fraud. So all these reasons may happen. So for all these harmful reasons also, our personal data may be used, okay. So identity fraud is when personal details that have been accessed or stolen, okay. When our details, like your username, password, for example, if you consider your email password and username, no, if anyone comes to know, then surely they'll be going to your mail and they'll be accessing using your mail like their mail, and they will not be intimating their name, okay, to whom they are conversing. They won't be saying their name, okay. So they will be chatting with our name only. That is only called as identity fraud, okay. So they will be stealing our identity, then using that identity they will be acting like ours, and they will be chatting with other persons, okay. So that we should avoid. How we can avoid means we can we can use strong passwords, or we should not say the passwords are right passwords anywhere, okay. Easy passwords we should not set, okay. So all those things we can do it in order to avoid this identity fraud, okay. So identity fraud is when personal details that have been accessed or stolen or used to commit fraudulent activity, posing as someone else with stolen identity, okay. So with the stolen identity, that they'll be presenting them as the others, okay. And identity theft can take place in many forms, such as financial identity theft, okay. When someone uses the stolen identity for financial gain, so financial identity theft means our website, like banking websites, username, passwords, and all, if they come to know, so they'll be accessing, they'll be getting the money from our account, okay. So that is the kind of financial identity theft. So that identity is going to be used for gaining financial amount, that is to get the amount, okay. And next one is criminal identity theft. So when criminals use the stolen identity to avoid detection of their true identity, so they don't want to be shown to the others, okay. So in order to hide them, they'll be going for others identity, others username and password. So this kind of activity is known as criminal identity theft. That's when criminals use the stolen identity to avoid detection of their true identity, their originality. They don't want to show to the world, okay. So the person whose identity is stolen for this purpose is actually a victim. So from whom they have stolen that identity, that person is known as victim. That is, he is an injured person, he is an affected person, okay. But this identity theft poses him as a criminal. So this victim now become a, because of this criminal identity theft, now he will become, that victim will become a, or he will be posed as a, okay, that is presented as a criminal, okay. Victim now, he is presented as a criminal now because of this criminal identity theft. Next is medical identity theft. So when someone tries to obtain some medical treatment using their stolen identity, that is known as medical identity theft. So what is identity theft? It is a type of fraud. Okay, identity theft is a type of fraud that involves using someone else's identity to steal money or gain other benefits. Not only stealing money, other benefits also they will be gaining because of this identity theft. Okay. So online identity theft refers to an act of stealing someone's personal information like a name, login details, and then posing as that person online. So presenting as that kind of person in the online. So they will not be show their original name or original their details and all. They will not be shown to others. Okay. So they'll be hiding in the others identity. Okay. So many most common solution for this kind of identity theft, no, we need to go for private browsing or anonymous browsing on the internet whenever we search some websites or whenever we are filling some forms. So before we talk about this, let us talk about what happens when you normally browse the internet. So whenever so before we go and discuss about this private browsing and anonymous browsing, we should know about what happens when we are browsing on the website. Okay. So many ways websites tracks you. Okay. It will be tracking you. So it will be following you in many ways. Okay. That ways and all we will see now. Whenever you visit a website, so whenever you are going to any website, your web browser like Google Chrome or Mozilla Firefox or Opera, so like that many web browsers are there. So whichever web browser you are using it. Okay. So that is not a matter here. So your web browser may reveal your location via your device IP address. So if you are using laptop, or if your laptop is connected to internet, or your mobile phone is connected to internet, or your desktop computer is connected to the internet, so it's not a matter. So whatever device you are using, okay, so that device IP address will be shared. Okay, along with that location is going to be shared through your web browser to the respective website which you are searching. Okay, so it can also provide your search and browsing history also. So it is also providing that web browser will be saving your browsing history information. Okay, so what and all you have previously searched, that contents, the topics, everything will be displayed on the browsing history. Okay, searching history. So which may be used by the third parties like the advertisers or criminals. So normally when you are searching some contents in the website like uh, Google search engine or somewhere. Okay, so they'll be collecting all your searching details, and they'll be make one profile about you. Okay, so you are which kind of person, so which you are having, you are interested in what kind of things and all. So according to that they'll be finding your inner thought, and according to that they'll be posting the advertisement on your screen. Okay, whenever you are connected to internet, surely you'll be getting some kind of advertisements immediately on your screen as a notification or pop-up menu, like that it will be appearing. So this way we can identify that our browsing details and all used by the third parties. Okay, so which may be used by third parties like advertisers or criminals. This way websites track you, that is it is following you. It is collecting all your searching details, and it is making a profile about you. Okay, which kind of person you are, it will be immediately identified by your browsing history information. And tracking is generally used by advertising networks only. Mostly the tracking is going to be used to build up detailed profiles for pinpoint ad targeting, even tracking down users for special purpose such as affecting their political choices. Okay, so for example, you can recall the data tracking reported in US elections, Brazil elections, and many more. So in elections, Brazil elections, US elections, and all this data tracking were very helped a lot. Okay, because they have collected persons who and all searched, particular political parties related informations and all, who and all searched. So according to that they'll be coming to know that which party will win, which party will get failed. So all those kind of reports they can make because of this tracking. Okay, so the type of information is compiled through your web usage patterns. Okay, whatever information you are whatever content you are typing in order to search in the Google. Okay, so the type of information is going to be compiled, that is going to be uh, combined together. Okay, through your web usage patterns, and which website generally use for tracking you. So it will be tracking you with the help of your browsing history information, and what and all you are searching the website, through that it will be tracking you, okay, following you. This generally includes, okay, IP address. So what kind of informations and all will be compiled through your web usage patterns means, first one, your IP address, okay. So IP address is a unique address, okay. It is a different address of your device. Every device will be having a unique address, IP address. When you connect to the internet, it's likely that your computer shares your IP address with other network devices in your house or in your office also, okay, because your IP address may be connected to your home another device, or it may be connected to office or other devices, okay. So from your IP address, a website can determine your rough geographical location. So from this IP address, what a website will do, a website will be determining your geographical location. So from which location roughly it will be generating the location. So based on the IP address, they will be easily identifying your location from where you have used your device, okay. Next one is cookies and tracking scripts. Okay, cookies are small piece of information websites can store in your browser. Okay, cookies means what? It is a kind of text file. Okay, so it is a small piece of information. Cookies are small pieces of information websites can store in your browser. Okay, so with the help of browser only we will be searching any website, no? So cookies are small pieces of information websites can store in your browser. In our browser only, website will be any website, whatever you are searching, that website will store the information in the web browser only. Okay, they have plenty of legitimate uses. For example, when you sign into your online banking website, a cookie remembers your login information. So um, it is remembering our information. So it is not wasting of time for us, because we will get the details immediately because of the cookie. Okay, so this is one kind of use, but sometimes it may be used by third. If it is used by third parties, if it goes to third parties hands, what they will do, they will misuse their login credential information and all. Okay, so when you change a setting on a website, okay, whatever settings you are changing in a website, cookie stores that setting so that it can persist across a page. Page loads and the sessions. Okay, so whenever a web page is loaded, whenever a session is loaded, so that changes will be persist. Okay, that will be remaining there in the website. Okay, example, if you are changing the zoom percentage of your web page, that is zoom level means, if you are maximizing the web page size or minimizing the web page size, okay, that zoom percentage of your web page, if you are changing, then this setting will reflect on all opened web pages. So whichever web pages you are opening, in all opened web pages, this zoom percentage will get reflected. So because this was stored in a cookie, so whatever changes we have made in the settings, that is stored in where, in cookie. So cookies can also identify you, it can also identify you and track your browsing activity across a website. Cookies, it can also identify you and track your browsing activity across a website. Okay, so cookies are small text files on your computer storing small piece of information related to your online habits. Okay, so cookies means what? These are all small text file on your computer, small text file on your computer storing small piece of information related to your online habit. Okay, so which kind of searching contents and all you are searching in the website, so according to your online habit, it will be storing those information. Okay, so cookies can be first party cookies. These are the cookies that store your own login id. These are the cookies